have with us a very vibrant personality, Anupam Das Gupta. And Anupam Das Gupta finished his graduation from Calcutta University. And after that, I think so nearly 20 to 25 years, he has been in various careers. And he is into designing, implementation, marketing, branding, sales, and a corporate trainer, everything all in one, wrapped in one. Yes, amazing personality. Arupam, welcome to our show, Arupam.
Thank you very much, Sina. I am really glad to be on the show. This is truly an honor to be interacting with you on a live platform. Thank you very much for calling me.
Yes. Arupam, we have viewers here, many of them eagerly waiting to know a lot about Arupam Das Gupta. So, can you just, in brief, take us through your journey?
Sure. So, as you said, it's been almost 22 years that I've been working. I am from a very humble background. So, I started very early. Uh, Basically, I started dabbling into sales and marketing while I was in college because that was the job that was given to part-time, earners.
Yes, yes.
So there was various types of jobs in 1998, 99, where, they used to hire part-time workers and give them sales and marketing jobs. So I started with that. Then I went into content co-location after my graduation in the year 2000. And I think so I am one of the very luckiest fellows on earth who has worked with both Devar sisters.
Okay.
So I started under the tutelage of Susie Deva, Susmaria Deva. And I did content co-location. Then after content co-location, I went into content writing, then
Okay.
editing, publishing, then training,
Okay.
and education. And now I'm into financial services. I'm a portfolio manager now.
Okay. Good. Great. That's beautiful. And you have covered up all the aspects, I believe.
Yep,
Different professions. Yes, right. And too many feathers onto your cap. Yes, Arupam?
correct. Very true. Sometimes it's a burden. Yeah, because
Yes.
people expect you to do so many things for so less.
Yeah, no, but at this very young age, like, you have gone through so much, you have
Yep,
experienced, and I think so you have experienced too much of corporate life also.
very true. Very
Yeah.
true.
So how is corporate life different from an ordinary job where you go? Like, how is it different? A corporate lifestyle, how is it different from the other companies?
So basically, first of all, it is a big endeavor. All right, it's a big setup. There are a lot of people involved, or a lot of verticals involved. You are not doing just one thing or focusing on one thing. There are multiple things that are happening around you, which is making it possible. So there is a very good opportunity for you to grow, or what you called.
Your voice, Arupam, your voice, something, I'm not unable to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. So basically, what happens is that there is a lot of opportunity for you in a corporate world. Means you can shift from one vertical to another vertical. If
Yes,
you think that you are, appropriate for that particular vertical. And
yeah,
being in a corporate, big corporate, the corporate also gives you an opportunity to outshine yourself.
yes,
So
true.
first of all, it is that way very much different from an ordinary job or a company which is focusing on one thing.
Yes, great. So you have developed a lot because you were in corporate sectors.
Yeah.
So how have you managed? Is there any kind of politics happen? They say a lot of politics happen in corporate sectors. So how do you manage all these things? From where do you get the techniques to handle all the corporate politics?
So that's a very interesting question. I think I know why you asked it. So politics is there everywhere. It is not just in corporate. I think so. It is there in our personal lives, family, all around us. Basically, that has been the norm. I think so. In the past 15, 20 years, people have become very political, whether it is personal or
Yes,
corporate. Yeah. So basically, I like to stay away from it. I am not the guy who likes to indulge in it. I'm a very
okay,
positive guy. Basically, I don't like to complain.
Okay.
I've gone through a lot of hardships and I've learned one thing. If you start complaining about things, you become a complainant. You
Yes.
never overcome those challenges.
Yes.
And I've been very fortunate enough to have mentors in my life who have taught me that you have to stay away from that cribbing, that politics happening where everybody is just there to just push you in the backdrop.
Okay.
So I've been very lucky. I have always focused on my work. I have never, indulged in gossip. Okay, whether it is office work, gossip or a personal gossip. I have stayed away from criticizing other people. Instead, what I've done is I've always appreciated people for their good work.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes, yeah, people that I'm close to, tell them sometimes that this is something you're doing wrong. You should not be doing this. You should be doing it this way. But I've never indulged in that office politics per
Okay.
se in
Yeah,
my life.
that's
I
the
like
way
to
that.
stay away from it. That is how I think so I've survived it.
Yes, and that helps you grow also
Yeah,
in
very
future.
true. And
Yes.
you have to remember it does not matter what everybody else around you is doing. You have to be focused about your job, your responsibility, and your duties.
Yes. Great.
And you have to take everybody up and go along with it.
Yes, very sensible answer, Arupam.
Yeah.
Arupam, what are some of the major mistakes you made in your life and you feel you could have avoided it?
I have made a lot of mistakes, Tina.
One,
I don't
one,
think I can
one.
count them off my fingers also.
Okay.
Uh,
Any one thing that like is easy to say on a live platform? Any one thing you'd like to share, and others would also understand like how they can avoid it in future in their lives, personal lives.
Very true. So basically, I think so. In my early life, when I started working, I pivoted away from what my dream was,
Okay.
or what I could have become if I could have sat down at one place and found out what I was good at instead of going after money and doing a job which I was able to do, but it was not my calling per se.
Yes, and this is
Yeah,
why I asked you the question so that the people who are watching as youngsters or anyone who is getting into profession, any kind of profession, should understand we shouldn't run after money,
very true,
but
very
we
true.
have to run after our passion. This is why I asked you. Yes, carry on, Arupam.
Yeah, so basically what I did is, as I told you that I come from a very humble background. My family was not financially that strong. So at a very early age, I started chasing money instead of a dream or a passion. I
Okay.
think so. That is the major blunder that I did in my early life. Because if I would have sat down and thought, okay, I've gone through so much hardship already. Now that I've finished my studies, I have to take one more year and find out what I'm good at, so that I do it, and I do it for a longer period of time. Instead of that, I went after a job which paid very handsomely, okay, and I
Okay.
was not very good at. So you won't believe, my very first corporate job, I was told by my new boss that within 3 months of working that you will be fired after 1 month. This is your last month. You have to,
Okay.
pack your shit and go home.
Okay.
So I was so heartbroken because I needed money, and I like this was a very handsome opportunity. But I like put my foot down, did a lot of hard work, got through that, made a lot of inroads in that job also, and saturated it. But there came a time in my career where I had achieved everything in that, and I was not satisfied professionally or personally.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
It,
Contentment. The
yeah,
contentment wasn't there.
and when there is no contentment, you do not enjoy your job.
Yes.
And if you don't enjoy your job, there will come a time when the money will also start running out.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're stuck at a point that you cannot work. You're not financially stable, also. You're not professionally stable, even personally stable for that matter. And you've wasted your entire 15, 17, 16, 20 years, whatever, doing nothing.
Not.
And then one sudden night, you will wake up with a nervous breakdown and
Yeah.
think what you are doing in life. I
Yes.
think so.
Right.
That is the major blunder that I did. I should have sat down. I should have found out what my core strengths were,
Yes.
and I would have
Absolutely.
found a job which would have suited me more, which I actually found out 17 years later, as you know.
Later. Yes. Arupam, you have gone in life, you have gone through. Why I admire you a lot is you have been through tough times. all of us go through tough times, but
Yes.
at a very young age, along with your wife and along with your child, you had a family, but you went through such a dire what situations, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
True.
how did,
Very true.
and but still you kept yourself alive. You kept yourself alive,
I
and
think
like
so.
you kept yourself going.
Yeah.
What gives you that strength, Arupam?
Asina, I think I'm very lucky. I'm a very lucky human being. Apart from being a very humble and a very loyal person, I'm very lucky. So I have been getting support of some people who I consider to be my angels. They're my mentors in life. And there have been a few people in my life who have come at a very right time, when I was down
Yes,
and,
yes, yes, yes.
broken. And they have
Yeah.
picked me up by my shoulder and said that enough. This is the bottom, you can reach. Now start going up from here.
Oh, so beautiful, so
So
beautiful.
one of those strong pillars have been my wife.
Yes.
At a very early age, she also has, gone through a lot of challenges,
Yeah.
which she overcame alone, all alone in life.
Yeah. Prachi
And
is strong, is your backbone and a strength to you, like,
yeah, I
the
think so.
best.
She is not the only, but one of the strongest female personalities in my life who has, affected me and inspired me a lot.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then that how much I respect you and your elder sister, Maria Charles, right? You
Yeah.
have been two of those mentors which have come at a particular time in my life when I was very down. And they have actually knocked on my door and said, no, don't. You can do this. Okay. Now start going up from here.
Yeah. That's true.
And similarly, there have been others also who have come at
Yeah.
such intervals where I was feeling low and they have pulled my hand and, got me out of that ruckus.
Yes.
That is why I still believe that we have to be very humble and loyal.
Yes.
We
That's
have
true.
to do the same things which have been done to us. You have to go to people who really need you, support them, and bring them out of their misery.
Yes, absolutely. Yes,
I still
even during this
remember,
pandemic, even during this pandemic, I had few angels. I
yeah,
have few angels who helped me out, especially principals giving sessions, doing out, helping out, teachers supporting. I think we all come across angels in life. God is not going to come directly into our lives, but He will
yeah,
send angels,
very
right?
true. It is how you look at it. Either you
Yes,
can, sit down at a place and cry your heart out and
yes,
start complaining that I have got nothing in my life, or you look at these people, you learn from them, and you get out of.
beautiful, Arupam. A great message for everyone, I think. Right? Anupam, you wanted to say something else, but I interrupted in
No,
between.
no,
I'm
I was
sorry.
just saying that I still remember a statement given to you, I think for a very long time, that there is a circle of help all around you.
Yes.
You know, Even if you don't look, there will come a person who will help you in certain way. I'm
Yes.
not saying financially.
Yeah.
There are multiple ways you can help somebody. You have to, just extend that circle.
Yes. Right.
So that
Beautiful.
is what I truly believe in. I've been very lucky, very, I praise God and I praise all my mentors that they've been in my life. And somehow, they are the backbones on, whom I have like actually stood and made my career out of.
Yes. Great. Great, Arupam. Arupam, now that some angels have helped you out in life. Now, how is Arupam going to be the angel of others' lives? Now, the name of the show itself is Change Makers.
Yeah.
So have you changed life of other people around you? Can you give one example where you have changed life of people?
I think I have actually started a lot late. Okay. I
Yes.
think so. As I said, the early 17, 18 years of my career, I was doing something which I was not, what you call, which I did not like or which was not my calling per se. So, and after that, when I started doing something else, I made sure that whoever comes my way, doesn't matter, okay? And I will help them the way that I have been helped with. So the very first thing I did is whatever I have learned over the last 4 or 5 years, and if I see a person who's in the same field and doing wrong, I sit down with them and I tell them that no, this is what you should be doing, this is not. That is one way. So professionally, I like to help people. I go
Yes.
all out of my way. It's rather they are in my division or my region or not. Okay, I will make sure that I reach out to them and I tell them that yes, I am there to help you. If you
Yes.
need, I'll reach out to people for you and help you. Secondly, as you know, I have been very lucky enough to be part of ACE Academy from the very beginning. And uh, the initiative that you have taken up, I think so it is commendable and salute to you. And I'm very
Thank
fortunate
you.
enough to be part of it. And I think we'll reach out to a lot of people and would be able to help them.
Yes, sure, sure. We'll do that through ACE Trust Society that we are forming.
Yeah.
That will be a great initiative. And I
Yeah.
know you are going to be a great support to ACE Academy always. Yes,
101%. Yeah.
Anupam, what do you think are the skills that today's generation truly needs to find success in life?
I would not call skills, Sina. I would actually call it a trait. The very first thing we as a society are forgetting is humility.
Hmm.
We have to remember that we have to always be humble. Yeah, somehow in our society that humility is missing, you know. Whenever you see someone in pain, you have to go out to them and ask them, what is troubling you? Whenever someone is crying, you have to go out to them, what is it that troubles you? Instead of that, what we are doing today is either we ignore it or we make fun of it or we make it a big issue that why you are doing such things. So first thing you need to do is you have to be very humble to people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm not talking about sympathy or empathy here. I'm talking about total humility,
Yes.
total humbleness. And then you have to be very loyal to yourself and to people around you.
Yes. Beautiful. Yes.
So I think so these two traits are needed from a very early age. We should ingrain them in our children. Okay.
Yeah.
Skills everyone has, Sina.
Yes. Right.
There is no person who's born on this earth without skill.
Yes.
So I don't think so.
You are
Skill has
talking
to be learned.
about the principles and values that each one should carry along with them. That
Very
helps
true.
you. That helps you in achieving your success, right?
Very true.
Yes. Okay. And Anupam, everyone, like the moment you are 30s or you're working 28, 29, 30, you cross 30s, like, you know, they start questioning you. Have you settled down? Are you settled down? Oh, ladka abhi tak settle nahi hua. Said life mein kab settle ho jaoge? Kab settle hoge? What is this settling? What is this settling all about?
I think so this concept is the most flawed concept. Okay. Because a person never settles in their lives truly.
Right. So everyone asks, are you settled in life? Are you settled in life? I'm still not able to get it. Are we really settled in life or still we are running out of something?
I think as human, we will never settle in lives, first of all. And we should never aspire to settle, Sina.
Yes.
Because settling is imagining that you have achieved everything in your life or you have learned everything or you have, you know, you're done with your life.
Yeah.
For me, settling is that. Okay. And once in your life, if you are under this illusion that you are settled or that you have achieved everything that you have said, you know, aspired to, or you stop learning, you are finished that day.
Yes.
For what is this life if it is not evolving? Because we know once you stop learning, you stop adapting. Once you stop adapting, you stop evolving. Once you stop evolving, life is finished.
Yes, that's true. No, some of our few people, when they say settling down, हाँ मैं settle हो गया, कार है मेरे पास, मेरा खुद का घर है, मेरा खुद का घर है. No, I have my own house. I have, like, you know, I'm married. I have 2 children, एक लड़का एक लड़की हो गई. फिर मेरे पास कार है, like, you know, so I'm settled in life.
So basically, I'll tell you, this is another illusion. So I am into financial services, and for the past 7 years, I've been looking at a lot of people's settled lives. Okay. So what they call settled, first of all.
Okay.
All right. You have a car of your own, which is on loan. You have a house of your own, which is on loan.
Yes.
You are settled in a job from which you are never satisfied.
Yes.
Because you will always tell that my boss is not good, my salary is not good, they make me work overtime. All right. And then if you have children, you are expected to produce more. If you have 1, you're expected to produce 2. If you have 2, your whole life will go in managing these 2 children. So you
Yes.
never settle down in life. This is the illusion we try to create, because in our society, settling is now a status.
Yes, absolutely. That's what, because many, this illusion, I wanted to break this illusion about settling down. Even though so
Yeah,
many 30 years in the field of education, I've still not settled down. I'm still
yeah,
on the move, running
yeah.
what next, what next, what next, what next. Like ideas keep on coming and we can keep on contributing ourselves, to the
Very true.
society. There is
Yeah,
so much to do. There's nothing like I am happy, I'm settled. That's enough what I have done. So we can never settle down. Yes,
very true.
great. Yeah, that's true. Anupam, what keeps you always so energetic and vibrant?
That is, I think so, how God made me actually. There is no other
क्या
answer to
there
it.
is
I
there is
don't
there
take,
any device? No, there, ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता कि एक device हो. Arupam, you are fit, like you fit into Arupam. Yes, कि
no,
Arupam you are.
there is no device. I don't take any supplements or any
Okay.
energy boosters. I think that this is how I was made. That is why, when I speak, people say, are you shouting or are you speaking? So I think so. I am wired that way by God, and I'm actually thankful, because this energy is what actually kept me from going into depression at a time, when time was not for me. So always this energy was something, which just, somebody came and charged and I got up. So I've always been energetic. Uh, I'm a very big workaholic. Okay, I love my work, and I love traveling. So nothing can actually, I think, tire me down. I have never
Mm-hmm.
found anything tiring me down. So I think so.
Okay.
This is God's grace. This is God's
Great.
blessing
Yeah, you are. It's
that
a
He made me
blessing.
such. Yeah,
Yeah, it's a blessing. You are truly blessed, Arupam. Yeah,
yeah,
Arupam. Now that you are leading a team, you have a team working with you.
correct.
Yes. Yeah, how can a leader build up a great team?
First of all, you have to understand that, Sina, I never believe in that there is a leader of a team. A team
Okay.
consists of different people. All those different people have different skills and different expertise, which they contribute, and then you become a team, and then you set out to achieve a goal that you aspire to achieve. So I'm not a leader per se. What I can say is I'm a facilitator.
Right.
Rather than being called a leader, I would like to be called a facilitator. I pick out people, then I see what is best in them, and then I hone in upon them, and then I, try to add which is what is missing, and then I try to make this team work.
Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, that's nice. And I think so. You're doing a good job, and your team also is doing a great job
Yeah.
under you. Yes, I think if your team is watching you, I should say that they are very lucky to get a great facilitator like Arupam.
No, I'm lucky to be, as I tell you, I'm lucky to have people around me which are actually of like mindset. Okay, they think like me. And again, the thing that I always look out for, that humility, that loyalty, that truthfulness, that that ethics or morals of working together. I have always, gotten a few people wherever I work, who are always like-minded that way.
Yeah, that's great. Arupam, a young guy comes to you. He wants to start up his own little venture. So
Okay.
he comes to you for advice, like how to start it up and how to market it. What advice would you give him?
So basically, first of all, I'll tell them that don't go by the norm. If you want to start something in today's time, you have to be different. Okay, don't go by the book. Okay, always focus on, first of all, what you're trying to market out there. Okay, what is it that you're trying to, if it is a product, what product it is, which sector which will it, cater to, and do your research first, and then head into the venture.
Yes, right.
Okay, just don't go blindly that you've got the skill set, you've got the educational background, you've got the technical qualification, and you've got the money, and now you're running, just jumping head straight into it. Do your research first, take your time, all right? Because always, 90 out of 100 times, whatever we think on the first go is wrong.
Yes. Okay.
So you have to take your time that whichever service or product that you have chosen, whether it is correct for the market that you want to bring to, whether you are the right kind of person to market it.
Okay.
Yeah. And if you still want to go ahead with it, align with people, first of all, who think like you. Just
Yes.
don't go by judging people by their, educational or experience in working, whatever. So, whatever we look in a resume, don't
Yes.
do that. Okay. It's okay if you're adding new people with you, but they have to be on the same frame that you're thinking on.
Yes. Yeah. Beautiful. And Arupam, like in case you're going to a customer and you have to strike a deal with a customer, what are
Yeah.
the two strategies that you need to take? Or any 2 points that a salesperson should take care of when he goes to a customer?
The very first thing, Sina, and this is the basic rules of sales. Before selling anything, make a relationship.
Yes, that's true.
Make a
Connectivity is very
relationship
important.
and find out whether this person needs what you're selling. If this
Yes.
person does not need what you're selling, you are catering to the wrong guy.
Yes.
So don't waste your time. Okay, build a relationship. He might not need your product now, but in future he might. So at least you have a relationship here. All right. And if you think that even if he needs it a little bit, okay, then you try to make him understand why he needs it, and then only go to the selling.
Yes, that's a great point. I think that's a good share, Arupam.
Thank
Yes,
you.
you are into sales and marketing, and you're very good at it. That's the reason I'm focusing on these aspects. And sales guys literally are under stress. End of the month, as you say, after 16th, 17th, they're totally into stress because they have to meet the sales target and month end and all those things. What is
Yeah.
your advice to them? The last 10 days, what is that they need to follow up? What strategy they need to follow up the last 10 days?
Okay. So first of all, as I said, you have to be very honest about your work, right? You have to be loyal to yourself. So if you have taken any kind of job, doesn't matter sales, marketing, or for that matter, going out training, whatever job that is, you have to be very loyal. You have to do your homework. So
Yes.
if you've got a target, okay, you have to sit down first and try to figure out how you're going to achieve it, and then go towards it. Okay. So basically what I do is I also come under a lot of pressure. Okay.
Yes, that's the reason I asked you. Yeah.
So it always goes a long way when you share this with someone.
Yes.
So there will always be a person, who is there to lend a ear to you. You have to find out who that person is. Okay, it can be your wife, it can be your friend, it can be your mentor, it can be your boss also. So again, I'm a very lucky guy that I've got very good bosses also in my life.
Yeah, yeah. Yes,
So, sometimes I go and I blurt everything out in front of them, and then they sit me down and say, calm down. Okay, we know that you have a lot of energy, but you're wasting that energy in the wrong way. Okay, don't stress too much about targets. It's okay if you don't achieve it for a month, all right? But what are you thinking now for the next month? Because this month you'll drag it on that you have not achieved it, and then you won't plan for the next month also. So I've learned this very early on. You have to set your plans first. You have to put them on the paper, and then you have to strategize how you will achieve those.
Yes, that's great. And for one very important question: how were you at academics at school? I'll tell you the reason why I'm asking you this.
Yeah. So in my early school days, okay, up until senior secondary, I was very good, Sina. And then I just went off the rails.
Okay.
As I told you, I started chasing money at a very early age.
Okay.
So at one point when I started realizing, what was going around me, this is what you call junior college or, standard 11th, standard 12th. All right.
Yes.
When you really understand what money is, why it is needed. Yeah. Because before then, everything is provided for you on a plate by your parents. You don't know where it is coming from. Okay. When you go out and when you find out where it is coming from, you actually start building up. Yes, I don't have this, I don't have this, I don't have this. So I started chasing money at a very early age, and I went off my academics. Okay. And it really affected my studies. So one day my father actually pulled me back. To hell with whatever you're earning and whatever you're spending on. You have to focus on your basic education.
Yes, that's
That is
important. Yeah.
must.
That's the
That
reason
is,
my
yeah.
question, that's the reason I asked you this question, because
And
whatever you want to pursue, whether you want to get into business, sales, marketing, at least the basic qualification is very important. Some of them
very, very
just
important.
just try to cut it off and they say, no, we'll get into this and so. But basic qualification is very important.
See, why
Whatever
basic
profession.
qualification is important. It sets the groundwork for what you are going to become.
Yes.
This is the time from 11th standard up until graduation that you find out what you are good at. Whether you're good at logics, whether you're good at profession, whether you're good at, language, and then you pursue your dreams accordingly, which was
Yes.
missing in my case
Okay.
because I had already started working and chasing after money. So one day my dad actually just pulled me back and said, Karke, you know that
Yeah,
now you have
that's
to start
good, good.
focusing on basic education. This is the message that I've given to students all across the country.
Now, how are you paving a way for your very own son?
So basically, I'm a very flawed father, I would say. I've given a lot of lectures in all the schools to parents and teachers, telling them, please don't stress your children.
Hmm.
Yeah. But sometimes, you lose your temper, you lose your what you call cool when it
Yeah.
comes to your own child. Okay.
Yes.
So the very first thing I try to do is I try to stay out of it. That department is being handled from my wife. Okay.
Okay.
So I have stopped butting in between them. So she manages him very well. Okay. What I have started doing is instead of me also going and telling him, Karke, ki do this, do that, I start to support him. Okay, what do you
Yeah.
want to do? Okay, you want
Great.
to pursue this? All right, let us talk as a family. All right, sit
Yes.
down and let us get, that if everybody is right, if everybody is taking their responsibility, if you are ready to do this course, you like to do this, will you take full responsibility of completing it? And then just nudge him on.
Yes.
So what
That,
I have decided now is I will not force him. I will not force him. I will not scold him. I will not try to pave the way, so to say.
yes.
He'll
Yes.
pave his own way. I think so. As parents, our job should be just nudging him and supporting him when he needs.
Yes. And how has been Arupam's role as now you are each and every human being, we we play so many roles, we take over so many roles, like if I'm a mother, I'm a daughter, I am a sister, so many roles each one of us play. So Arupam has been a son, Arupam is a husband, Arupam is a father, Arupam is a brother, Arupam is a professional. There's so many roles you are playing. So are you think you are doing justice to each and every role?
I think that is a very hard question to answer, Sina.
Anyone, no, this is what change makers is all
Yeah,
about,
yeah.
it
So
which creates a
basically,
self
I'll
analysis.
tell you
Yeah.
that I have not been good at being everything because
Yeah.
I don't think as a human it is possible
No, which
to.
role you have missed out, where you have missed
I
out?
think I've missed out. I traveled a lot in the past 4 years, you know, uh, for work. Okay, and my work in training also demanded a lot of time, and so what I did is uh, I love my family a lot. I love them to the ends of this earth. For me, they are the most important thing on the world in the world.
Yes, great.
That is why I'm here.
Yes.
First, my first duty is to my family.
Yes.
Because if I cannot take care of them, I cannot go out and preach to take care of anybody else.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful, awesome
Yeah.
answer.
So my
Yeah.
first primary duty is that. But yes, I'm a human being. I'm flawed. Sometimes I miss out, but I try to do my best.
Yeah.
So if I want to be a good father, I will give, my best. I will give whatever is in my capability that I think is best, and I
you,
will go one step ahead.
yeah, you try to catch up with what you lost.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm trying. I'm still trying. I did not try it. I'm still trying, and I think so. I will slowly make it up. I have still not
Yes.
made it up.
No, that is what, Arupam, that is what maturity is all about.
Yeah. So basically,
Yes.
what I've done is I've done a lot of wrong to my family. I'm not saying, in any other way. I
Hmm.
should have given them their due time. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. If I'm chasing after money, if I'm chasing after my career, if I'm looking to be a great, worker, I have to give my due time to my family. That is the responsibility I've taken. as an individual. So they are my duty too, as his work. So
Okay.
I am now trying to get better. I will try to get better. Okay. I know that it's a very humongous task. You know, you have
Yeah.
missed out the years. You cannot get them back.
No, you can cover it up, Arupam. We still
Yeah.
have time. You
I'll
can do.
certainly try to do that.
You're growing sensible and you're growing matured.
Yeah.
Yes, you'll
I
do
would
it.
like to think so. You know,
Yeah.
not everyone in my everyone in my family thinks so. They still think that Arupam has a lot of way to go, but I am coping up.
Coping up. Great, great, Arupam. Right. And Arupam, now questions. All these were personal questions. Okay? Now it's about your likes and dislikes and all those things. What is freak out according to Arupam? No, no, don't go into depth. Just freak out.
Yeah.
What is yeah. Hmm.
So freaking out to me again, it actually includes a lot of things.
Yeah.
So if anyone around me is not happy,
Yes.
it starts bothering me. Okay.
Okay.
And then I try to make it right. That is, I think,
Okay.
so the biggest flaw I have. And if it is not made right, I lose. I lose
Okay.
my cool, to say. So
Okay.
I think so that is the biggest freak for me, that
Hmm.
I want everyone around me to be happy and content.
Yes.
Doesn't matter in what capacity.
That's really nice. That's a very good. That's your nature. That's a beautiful nature of yours, Arupam. You always try to keep people happy around you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And sometimes, as you said, there is so much politics around that you are not able to do so. And that freaks me out sometimes. And I lose my temper. So. But that
Temper.
is the only thing I would say.
Okay. Okay. And your favorite food,
Oh,
favorite cuisine,
everything.
every
When it comes to food.
when it
So
comes to
you know how big a foodie I am.
yes, yes.
And I think so every cuisine, there is no particular cuisine. If
Okay.
it smells good, looks good, and is eatable, I'll eat
Yeah.
it.
Idiot. Yeah.
And doesn't matter what it is for that. It has to look good, smell good, and has to be eatable.
Right. Great. And your favorite holiday destination?
Oh, lots of them, Sina, now.
Yeah.
Previously, up until 4 or 5 years, I think so, there were a few in my mind. But now I've traveled a lot in last 4 or 5 years. Lot means lot. Similarly, like you. So I think so between you and me, we have already covered, I think so, the distance to sun.
Yes.
Yeah, which is 1,400 billion
More than
kilometers.
yes, yes, yes. We have done it.
But I think so, out of my mind, the one places that I've been is the favorite would be Switzerland.
Okay. Yeah.
And one place that I want to go with my wife would be Australia.
Okay. That's beautiful. That very soon, I think so. You can plan up
Yeah, yeah.
after pandemic, and you can go. One lesson you learned during the pandemic.
That there is nothing that you cannot do. And all the myths that you have,
Hmm.
uh, have been broken. So a lot of things, you used to think that if you don't go to a temple, your work will not get done. Okay. There was a thing that you cannot stay at home and work professionally. I mean, you can work,
Yeah. Yeah.
but work professionally. But pandemic has taught us. Okay. So basically, there is nothing impossible in this world. It's just that you have to set your mind to it.
Yes. That's
And this pandemic has taught us that
yeah.
all the normal around you is not normal. Anything can become normal if you want it to.
If that's true. That's a mindset, and our attitude also decides all these things, right?
Very true.
Yes. And what makes you truly emotional?
Everything. I am a very sentimental guy. I think so. Everything makes me emotional. So if anybody's sad around me, uh, if anybody's unhappy around me, if I see pain, doesn't matter if I know that person or not. Even if they're sitting 10 paces away from me, and I can see that there is pain, it makes me sad. It makes me emotional. It hurts me. So I am a very sentimental guy, Sina.
Yeah.
I love people to the ends of the earth. Matlab, the ones that I call friends, family, I'll do anything for them.
Yeah, that's great, Arupam. That's
Yeah.
a soft heart, right?
Not soft heart. I think so. I've learned a lot of people have loved me. That
Yes,
is why I have been alive.
yes,
Otherwise, there would not have been a Arupam Das Gupta.
yes. And to
I have
end it
to.
with a happy note, what makes Arupam laugh the loudest?
Ah, again, seeing everyone around me happy,
Hmm.
you know,
Okay.
and anybody can make me laugh, by the way. I'm the easiest person,
Yeah.
to be with for that matter. I
Okay.
won't, I won't get offended very easily.
Yeah.
I'm a very shameless guy in that sense. You can't offend me because in my mind, only you can offend yourself.
Yes, that's true.
What people say about you is not true.
Yeah.
But whatever you say, okay, I can turn a witty,
Yeah.
I can turn it into a witty thing and I can laugh.
Yes, that's true.
Sometimes I sit alone and I laugh, thinking.
That's why you're always energetic, vibrant, happy-go-lucky guy, Arupam Das Gupta.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, you are the biggest change maker, and you have changed life of so many people around. Not just by supporting them financially or I think so. Even the way you support people morally and emotionally, that also counts. So it's not
Yeah.
just yes, not just that you're helping people financially. So Arupam, it was really Arupam. Your favorite song? Which is your favorite song?
So there are so many, Sina.
One
Uh,
song which like it's closest to your heart.
yeah, it's actually the latest one. People always tend to go for old one, but I would go for the latest one. If you have
Hmm.
heard Arijit Singh's Chal Ghar Chale, it
Sing, can you
always.
hum it?
Okay, so
Let us hear
basically,
Arupam sing.
whenever somebody asks you to do something on spot, it's completely blank. I sing that song, every day, but I can't remember the lines now. Okay, so it goes like, अब थक चुके हैं ये कदम, चल घर चले मेरे हमदम.
Okay, okay, good. I'm going to listen to it today.
Yeah,
So,
listen to it.
yeah, Arupam, it was great having you on our show, Arupam.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed interacting with us.
Oh, it was a lovely session.
Yes.
And I would love to be, on more talk shows with you.
Yes, yes. This
I
is
think so. It brought out something in me which I never knew that I, could do something on spot.
absolutely. That's the reason, like, many people, even the children, like, we have teen talk show where children are hesitant, but I keep asking them questions, like, and try to bring out and make them speak. And even now, I'm sure after you go, you'll analyze yourself,
Yeah,
and I'm sure 1 or 2 points might strike you, and you
yeah,
might try to bring about a change in your life and
very
change in
true.
the lives of others. That's what Change Makers is all about. Thank you for being on our show, Arupam.
Thank you very much. I would sincerely like to thank you, Sina, for bringing this platform where you are, bringing people on and having them talk. Okay. I really understand your motive and your goal behind this. People have stopped talking. You
Yes.
know, they have gone into this shell, where they have confined themselves. And what you are trying to do is truly a unique thing. I really thank you for it. My son is going to be on your show next Saturday, and I'm
Yes.
really looking forward to it.
Forward.
You are someone who brings the best out in people, Sina.
People.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I really truly believe in your, what you call vision and mission, and I am there with you. Thank you very much for doing
Thank you,
this.
Arupam. Thank you, viewers, for being with us. Stay happy, stay safe, and stay positive always. Thank you so much.
Good
Thank you,
night,
Arupam.
everyone. Bye
Yes,
bye.
good night.